this song was actually, funnily enough, it was maybe the first song I wrote for the project. Like I had it, so which was a good thing. Except for it was going to be my like acoustic guitar playing like opus. Like it was my moment. I played on acoustic and I had this really nice kind of voicing. Yeah, really nice. I really liked the voicing. Evidently, Mikey didn't like it because we'd go through. It was the first song we recorded for the project, and the whole time everything was kind of finishing up. I'd be like, hey man, I still need to put my acoustic guitar part on the song, and so we went through. He's like, no, we'll get to it. I was like, okay, cool, just don't forget, like I practiced it, had it all kind of nailed, and evidently it never made it. And
but the thing is
it didn't need it. You're right. You're always right.
Because the stuff that Tenny was doing as well, right? Like it kind of sold me on a whole other concept of what the song could have been.
You're right.
So I didn't want to say it out right, but I was just like, yeah, we'll record it another time. And I was just hoping that you'd never want to record it.
Yeah, well, eventually.
But we had the conversation, eventually.
But this song, it actually came out of a conversation I had with one of my best friends. In New York, we're in a taxi, and he was just going through, I guess, a moment that we all go through, on our journey somewhere, where he was feeling like it was too hard to be a follower of Christ. And he was just, being open and with me, and he's saying, I just don't know if I can do it anymore. Like, it's easier. It's just so much easier to not have to worry about all this stuff. And I'm like, of course it would be easier, I said, like. And I just remember saying to him, I said, like, honestly, bro, like, don't forget, where you came from. And, like, remember who God is. Like, remember who Jesus is, like, what he's done in your life. And start again there and just, like, see it through. And sure enough, he did. Like, it was just, he was having a moment, he was being honest. But it got me thinking. I've been in that place many times before. And so I went home and I started writing these lyrics, and it's just, real simple, just confessions of like, just reminding our spirit of like who God is, like, and what he's done and what he will do. And the chorus is just a response to that, so I'll stay and I'll wait, I'll see this through, hold fast to your word, with my heart on your heart and my eyes on yours. For those of you who don't know, I couldn't actually, through the whole process of making this album, I could barely talk. In fact, I could only talk with a really high-pitched voice. So I'd be like, I'm not really sure about that. Maybe if we just add a little bit more bottom end to the kick. That was kind of my vibe the whole time. So then I had surgery.
It's hard not to laugh.
Yeah. We'd be having like a really serious moment. And I would just like, because you got microphones and headphones on, and it's like you were in the moment. And I'd be like, I really liked it, guys. And everyone just started laughing. I'm like, this is not fair, guys. And so anyway, in the end, I had surgery mid-process, and my voice is back to some extent. Yeah. But we didn't know how it would actually sound or what it is.
The funny thing about the scratch vocal of this is that like you couldn't control like I knew the melody because we'd recorded the demo like a long time ago, but you couldn't control your voice in that register. And so I had to kind of go through and sort of digitally do stuff so that then people would know what the melody would be once it actually came to fruition.
And I just kept putting it off. I'll get to singing it. I just wasn't even sure if I'd be able to sing it.
But like, I love how Joey was saying where it came from, and it came from a conversation. And I mean, as songwriters, I think it's our job to like believe that God's in the conversations that we're having with people, and to translate like what God is doing. Like, I mean, always be writing, and letting God speak through our songs, and that's what I like about this song.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's a conversation you have with.
Yeah, and I let my friend know about it. I said, oh bro, I wrote a song like the next day, because we're still going through this. I said, oh bro, I wrote a song about you last night. And he's like, what's it say? What's it about? Is it good? Like, I said, well, I don't know if it's good or not, but
it's about you.
It's about you. And then I didn't tell him what it was about. And then I eventually showed him this song. He just burst into tears. Like, he's just bawling his eyes out. And he's like, he walks around, and because there's a line at the start of the second verse just says, who loved me through my rebel way. And every single time, like, he sees me, I'm like, he loved me through my rebel way. I'm like, yeah, he did, man.